The, yeah, thank you very much. So the program has officially begun. Thank you very much for being here today. My name is Malik Muoki. I am Kenyan Rwandese. I am a professional in the field of customer experience consulting. I'm a consultant. I have a company called King's Consultants. So we primarily work with any business that works with clients. Any customer serving business. So think about Irembo, MTN, we're talking about Jibu, any company, because there's always a client when you're selling something. So I help them do better with their clients, how to understand their clients' needs, how to anticipate issues that they'll be facing, and other things like this. So today we have an interesting topic, something that has been going around the whole world, and it's really booming right now. Ever since I was a kid, and now it's growing now even more now that you guys are coming up right now, because you guys are like the future of the generation, isn't it so? So would they call you Gen Z? Yes, you're the Gen Z, yeah? Interesting. So today I'm not here to talk about robots or complicated technology, okay? But that's part of it. Mainly what we're here to talk about today, we're here to talk about AI. And before you use AI, you have to understand that first and foremost, you're a human being. And AI came from a human being. So it is something that is used by the human to augment, and the word augment means to enforce, to make better your choices, your actions, your thoughts. You understand? So this is particularly what you're coming today to learn. How to use AI to make you become more capable in your work, in your research, okay? In your career, how to learn faster, prepare clearer, so you can be able to work smarter and create better opportunities. This is the purpose that we're here today. So by the end of today, I would like at least you guys to leave here with at least one thing that you can use from AI and start implementing immediately. This is the purpose of today's program, okay? So, well, I'll move on into a few questions because I like to engage you guys. We haven't finished with the names, but I'll get to that soon. Now we are at Nicole. Yes? So, with a show of hands, how many of you guys have used any AI tool? On your phone, on your laptop? Yes? You haven't used any? Nicole, no? You have used? Yeah, so show your hands up, guys. Initiate, okay? Hands up. So everybody here has used them, yeah? Who has used ChatGPT? Hands up. Fantastic. Who has used Gemini? Okay, Gemini is okay, interesting. Who has used Copilot? Copilot. Claude? Okay. And any other ones that you guys have used that I have not mentioned? Which one?
DeepSeek.
DeepSeek?
Ask AI.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those two.
Those two, yeah? Okay, interesting. Those are also good ones. So basically what I'm seeing from the room is that you guys know what AI is or have used it before. So that's a good starting point, okay? So I'd like to ask Lucky, what have you used AI for recently? Yeah.
I was asking it about about Old Bank, its stages of names and levels.
Yeah.
You see, there is not only managers.
Yeah.
So I was looking for the highest, stages and names and levels.
That you can grow in World Bank. That's interesting. That's a good one. Let's take another one from Nicole. When you used AI recently, what were you searching for, or what were you using it to do? Were you using it maybe for schoolwork? Trying to do some homework, trying to do some paperwork? Okay. Some people think that using ChatGPT for your homework is cheating. What do you think? Do you think it's cheating? What would you say it is? It is? Developing ideas, isn't it? Yeah. Like when I was doing my exams back in the days, you could not be able to ask your friend what you think the answer is. But I think that's so wrong. I think we're living in a world where don't just fail exams when you have a friend of yours next who can help you get an answer. No? But they don't allow that in school. If I was to build a school, I would build a school where if I give you an exam and you're sitting there together, you can talk. It's collaboration, isn't it, sir? I think I would have the best school, no?
Yeah.
I like that, I like that. Okay, so before we talk about careers, yes? Because today is AI Future for Careers. So before we talk about careers, I want to hear what AI means to you guys, okay? So, when you hear the word artificial intelligence, what comes to your mind? You know, there's no wrong answers here. Everything is, this is School of Malik. There's no wrong answers in School of Malik. Every answer is the right answer. Yes? Isn't that perfect? So, say the first thing that comes to your mind. Let's go. When you hear about AI, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? One word. Creativity. Fantastic. Okay, let's go to you, Nicole. So idea development. And what about you? What's your name?
Me.
Yes.
Prince.
Prince. So tell me one word that comes to your mind when you hear AI.
Fail.
Speed. Fantastic. What about you? What's your name? Samantha. Nice to meet you, Samantha. What word comes to your mind? One word. Huh? Helper. Okay, let's have 3 more. Let's go. What's your name? Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea. One word. Yeah. New things, yes? Yeah, learn. We can use learn, isn't it so? Okay, let's go back you. What's your name?
Annie.
Anir.
Annie.
Ani.
Yeah.
Ani.
Annie.
Anie. Okay, Anie. Interesting new names. About one word?
Provider of more information.
Okay, information. Let's have a last one. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. Okay, Mary, what you got?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay, that's fantastic, you know. So what I'm hearing here is like similar things, you know, things that run around what the mind really does. Creativity, creative powers, we're talking about idea development, which goes with creativity. And for that, you also need some good information, and you need to learn new things and learn the old things, you know, and sometimes relearn things that you had done before. Yes? So all of this, similar words. So if I would ask, maybe say 2 people, what is one thing you hope AI can help you do? Okay? So we'll start with you. One thing that you hope AI will help you do. Now or in the future?
Thank you.
Thank you too.
I think AI will help me to plan well my future.
To plan your future well. That's a beautiful answer, yes? Let's clap for her. Okay, oh, you want us to use this instead? Okay, better. Okay, let's, you guys call it clock it? This is click it. Snapping, huh? Okay, snapping. I'm learning. You guys also my teacher today, yeah? Me, millennials. What do I know? Okay, answer number 1. What about you? What do you hope AI can help you do? Now or in the future? If it's now, schoolwork, I don't know, CVs, things like this.
I think AI could help me prepare my future resume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Applications.
Yeah, applications. That's a good one. Fantastic. Okay, let's go with Mary. What would you like AI to help you with?
I think I'd like AI to help me with acquiring more knowledge about what my future career, what I want to do in the future.
Yeah.
That would be really helpful.
Okay. So what I'm hearing here is career development, same as you. And you mentioned future also. So all this is about the future. You guys are very futuristic people, yes? You're thinking about the future. And this is beautiful, you know, because you're in a place where you have so much power right now. And the power you have is in your hands, on your phone, is in your hands, on your pen, and is here. So what you can translate from here, put it on pen and paper, or put it in your phone or laptop, computer. You can really use it to springboard your careers, your whole life, personal life, career life, family life. All of this can be developed just by using this power of your hand. Okay? Very powerful place you guys are in right now. You're like David about to slay Goliath. Think about it like that. So you're Davids, beautiful Davids. So like if I was to use something, maybe say today, I would give you an example how I use my ChatGPT. I've created a good relationship with ChatGPT because like any AI tool, you use it and it helps you to learn. But it's also learning from you. You know, you understand this, yes? Every piece of information that you put inside any AI tool, it is learning from you. It is creating an algorithm for Lucky. It's creating an algorithm for Mary. Okay? So everything that you put in there, I would use maybe say, today I wanted to find out what to dress. How to dress today. To come, because it's my second time to do a program like this with students. And sometimes, you know, you don't want to come just like a regular person who comes and does training, you know, white shirt and or black shoes. So I asked Chat, I'm going for a training with high school students. It is for AI, and I'd like to know how to dress. But he already knows what I have in my closet, because I've told him many times before what I have in my closet. I have this kind of shirt, trousers, shoes, socks. And he said, oh, since you're going, and it's for AI as well, you're going to meet young people, you want to have a brightness. So he suggested this shirt. It's a Maeve shirt, and he said, for the shoes, don't go for black shoes, because they show a lot of, it is very corporate, it's very strict. You'll feel like they're a teacher. And I'm not your teacher, I'm your buddy today. Yes? Cool buddy. So he said, dress, wear this, wear that, and brown socks. And that will, so I use Chat for such things like this. That is a simple work, life-related purpose. For work, I used also Chat for this particular presentation, you know. So here is also one thing that is interesting. I was at a conference at TED, you know TEDx? TED. Do you guys know TED Talks? TED Talks. Write it down. TED. T-E-D with a capital. Yeah, TEDx. So you look for TEDx. These are ideas worth sharing. So they hold conferences all around the world, and they bring in people who have different kind of ideas around a certain topic. So maybe say we're talking about AI, they bring people together and we talk about such particular topics. So I was in one in Dar es Salaam, like maybe say 2 years ago, and there was a guy from the Netherlands, and he was speaking about how people use ChatGPT, you know. And you find that people use it in so many different ways, as I've said, in so many places in life. But how we use it, how we translate that information it is given, we give it, and how we use it in what we want to give out to other people. So say I want to write an email. Am I able first and foremost to write that email without using ChatGPT? This is first question you should ask yourself. If you're doing homework, are you able to do that homework without using ChatGPT? Are you able to write a CV without using ChatGPT? Because I believe in school they have taught you how to do those CVs, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So we have already been given the human intelligence, which is the most important one, because that is what built artificial intelligence. We have already been given the human aspect of it. And what happens in life is that we tend to trade off. We tend to want to replace the human intelligence with artificial intelligence. And that's almost impossible, because it begins with the human, and then in between there, the artificial intelligence comes in, but it ends with the human as well. Okay? So you have to be able to think for it, let it do the processing work, and then you decide whether you want to use it, okay? So here, everything you've just mentioned, all these beautiful words that you've used, creativity, idea, development, speed, being a helper, learning, information, and knowledge, all these things come back to one general question, which you guys should really think about. How do we use the technology without losing our judgment? Okay? You can write it down. Always, whenever I take a pause, this is one of my cues. Whenever I take a pause, it's for you guys to think about it and write down a few words that you've gotten from that. So how do we use this technology without losing our judgment? To answer that, first we look at what's happening at work. So right now, work is changing so fast. And what happens with that? The opportunities that are involved in work, they change as well. Okay? So here we have some big numbers. This is from the World Economic Forum. This is where I got the source from. We have some really big numbers here. You know, 170 million new roles projected by 2030. New roles in different jobs, in different job sectors. We have 92 million roles projected to be displaced. And by this, you understand what this means by being displaced? These 92 million jobs are going to be taken by a certain form of AI. It's a big number, no?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter, this one. 39% of core skills expected to change by 2030. This is where you guys should focus on, okay? The most important number is not the 170, the 92 million. It is the 39%. Because employers expect a large share of core skills to change by 2030. What does this mean? This means that the way we were doing things right now in 2026 is not the same way we're going to be doing things in 2030. The same way that you would have a secretary at work. Some jobs will not need a secretary because that particular job is easy enough to have an AI secretary who will tell you everything that you need, book your appointments, create for your schedule. You will not need somebody to be there with you. Or you will need somebody who can be able to use AI to become an assistant for 5 to 3 people. Instead of being an assistant to one person, because you're going to be a CEO, maybe, possibly, inshallah, if God gives you the grace. You'll find that you'll have an assistant who is working for Nicole, you know, who is working for Aline, and who's working for somebody else. Because she's using AI to be able to make her work much easier. So the way we are moving forward, life is changing, and the way we are doing things also changes, okay? So what does this mean? The safest way, the safest career strategy is not trying to predict one job. Because like if you remember when you began, I asked you what kind of job are you looking, what kind of career do you want to go into, okay? So the safest way is is becoming somebody who can keep learning and adapting. Learning and adapting. Those two things are very powerful. You need to be able to learn quick, learn fast, learn smart, and adapt continuously to changing environments. Does anybody have a question on that one? Fantastic. I have a question for you, because I love questions. Okay, you guys ready for this one? It's a really nice one.
Yeah.
So which skill in your field, the chosen field, which field would you like to work in? Which career?
Career, like I want to own my stop center.
Your
To own my stop center.
stop center.
Yeah.
Tell me about this stop center. What will it do?
Like they are businesses, kind of businesses, beside the road, where drivers and whatever stuff get some things and
Interesting. This is an interesting guy, yeah? You're looking for numbers, yeah? Because that one you'll never miss a client. And that one AI cannot take that job. You know, guys are worried about jobs being taken by AI. But AI cannot take that job. It can make it easier though, by getting planning. Which one do you think is the most important there? Which one do you think is the most important there? Communication skills, because you're going to be working with so many other people. How to talk to them, how to get the information, blah, 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 blah. Okay, interesting. Let's take one from you. You said you wanted to do what in school when you grew up?
Business.
Business? You want to be a businesswoman. Which business?
Business which sells clothes.
Clothes, huh? Okay. So which skill do you think is very important in that particular field?
I think this is financial skills.
Financial skills? Okay, fantastic. Can you think of any other 2 skills possibly? I can suggest one for you. Marketing would be very important. You'll need to really know how to market your product, know how to, which segment of clients you need, because you'll be working maybe for women, isn't it so? So are you going to be selling for older women? Is it older, millennials, Gen Z, or kids? So you have to know which sector you're selling to and how to communicate your product to each and every one of them, isn't it so? Okay. Let's go with you. Please remind me your name?
Anir.
Anir. Okay, fantastic. So what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to become? Which career do you want to pursue?
I want to own my
Beyond business?
any business.
But which particular business? You're in senior?
5.
Senior 5. Senior 5, let's start thinking about that business. Which one do you think that you would like to do right now?
Not yet ready.
Not yet ready?
Yeah.
Something to think about, yes? So what can we say she can do? Selling cars? Yes?
Yeah.
Would you sell cars? What do you like? What do you like to do on the weekend? What do you like to do on the weekends? What hobbies do you have?
Interacting with others.
Interacting with others.
Yeah.
So, and this interacting, let's see. Maybe you could do a business for selling flowers. It interacts with people, or you could start an events company. Because that one interacts with people. Yeah?
Yeah.
If let's say events company, okay? So think about events. Like this is an event. Or the ones that Skoll does, the one that Heineken does, you know, Visit Rwanda, all of this event stuff. MICE at Rwanda's Convention Bureau. Okay? So think about this. You have a company that brings people from outside the country to do events at KICC. Have you gotten that picture?
Yeah.
That's you there, you know? Power suit and everything. High heels, boom, boom, boom. So think about it. What skill do you think you would need the most?
Communication skills.
Communication skills, fantastic. That one is a definite hit. Okay? So, like in my particular work, communication skills, very important. Okay, I need to know how to present myself, how to present my thoughts, how to present formats like this, and also how to do a lot of research, because if I come and talk to you guys are smart people. I don't want to come and give you here nonsense. Because you'll write down, you'll go read what I've written, and then you'll say, hey, this guy was talking to us about nonsense, okay? So I want to do my research well, get some good knowledge. Where do I do this from? I have whatever I have learned in school, but then there is a whole other universe out there that I don't know about. But guess what? ChatGPT is my buddy. This guy's got me, you know? He's ready to help me so much. Claude, I love ChatGPT because I've created a relationship with him. I even call him buddy, friend, you know? We have that kind of good relationships, you know? But, so the main thing here is to tell you guys that skills will change. As you grow, like if you start that career, maybe say you'll not start as a CEO, same as you. You'll start as an entry-level person. From entry-level, for those things that you researched and checked, there's different tiers, isn't it? There's entry-level, then you get to mid-management, then you get to top management, isn't it so? And in each and every one of these progressions, there is what? There is change. Skills change. Right now you're in school. The skills that you need right now are going to be different from from secondary school to university. The kind of deep research that you'll be needed to do is going to be different. So you'll need to adapt your skills to be able to learn these things. And that is the only way you can be able to grow and progress. Okay? Does anybody have a question there? Okay. Any question?
No.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, some people will talk about job loss here. Someone will think about this so much, like, this AI is really taking people's jobs. It's replacing people. But what that truly means is, yes, some jobs will decline. That is 100% true. We cannot leave this world by thinking that, oh, my job is safe. You are not safe. Not only that AI will replace you, but somebody else who has learned how to use AI will come and replace you. Because he'll make that job 10 times easier. He will 10x the profit of the company because he or she has learned how to use AI. Okay? So our goal today is not to understand what we can control. No, it's to understand what we can control. What you can control is your skills and how we work. You understand those?
Yes.
You can write it down. I want you guys to be writers, not only listeners. Because you understand what you write more. The goal today is to understand what you can control. And what you can control is your skills and how you work. Those two things, you can control them without any pressure at all. Okay? So, if work is changing, like we have already seen, you see this one, the net effect of all of this is 72 million roles, and the advantage goes to the people who keep on learning, keep on adapting, keep on evolving. And you guys, do you call yourself evolvers? Are you an evolution? Who's an evolver here? Let's see the evolvers. I think all of you are evolvers. You are in an evolution chain. They say we came from monkeys and now we're human beings, isn't it so? You evolved. No? You don't believe in that? You only believe in you came from heaven. Religious people. And that's fine and fantastic. But even in religion, we grew from people who did not have plates, and the plates were made of straw or paper, but now we have ceramic plates. That's evolution, isn't it so? Yes. We grew from people who wore sandals to now you're wearing beautiful shoes. I like your sneakers. You know, is this the school uniform? No. Because 1, 2, 3. Who else has Nikes? Okay, I see some New Balance. Nikes, the same Nikes. Okay, this hey, okay. You guys have some class, huh? Yeah. Nice, I see that. I like that. Okay. Gen Z people, no? So as I said, if work is changing, as you have seen, what exactly is the tool we are dealing with here? Because it's important to understand what you're dealing with. Not just using something because it's there, because it's cool, because other people are using it. Do you understand exactly what you're dealing with? Okay, so for the next slide, I'd like us to remove the mystery. Let's remove the mystery of what AI tools are. Okay? So we're going to simplify AI right now. There was a particular time when ChatGPT came, it seemed like magic, no? It like, what? What even is this? But honestly, it's not magic, isn't it? It's something that came from somebody's mind. It is something that came from somebody's mind that is now in front of you every single day, in everything you do. People have fridges that talk to them, tell them what is inside and when it is going to expire. Your fridge, you just press a button. Before even opening the fridge, it tells you, "Good morning, Malik. How are you doing?" You know? And you ask it, "What's in the fridge?" Today, you have potatoes, bananas, blah, blah, blah. You ask it, "What can I make for breakfast?" It tells you what you can make for breakfast by what is inside. Isn't that cool? I wish all of you used to get that fridge. I'm also working hard to get that fridge. I like it. You know, so as I said, AI is not magic. You guys can see properly, or is that too much light?
No, it's
You can see properly?
Yes.
Okay, so So AI is not magic, my friends. AI is something I like to call leverage. And you'll ask, what is leverage? Leverage is something like, let me say, like a pivot. So if I want to climb to this, if I'm taking a stairs, this next step is leverage for me to get the next step. And leverage for me to get the next step. So it is a stepping stone to get to the next step. Okay? That is what AI really is. So let's look at this now. I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 circles of leverage that you can use AI for. Number 1, as I said, it's human. It begins with you first. Okay? It begins with you guys. So here we're talking about you provide the goal that you want and the context of it. What does this particularly mean? Say now because you're going to be putting information. Here we are leading towards the prompt. Because everything starts with the prompt, isn't it so? So what is the prompt that you want to give? But first you formulate the idea in your mind. Okay, so you have the particular goal. Say now, I will use an example like I want to create, when I was creating this slides for you guys, this presentation, the goal was to deliver a presentation in AI and future career skills. That is number 1. And then I think about and then now we go into the context. Who am I delivering it to? Who is it to university students, high school students, or am I giving it to career professionals who are just about to go into the career or already working? This is the context. So when I feed it this kind of information, depending on what I feed it, it gives me an output, isn't it so? So then after that, so you have the goal and the context. Make it super clear in your mind first. You can even write it on a paper before you put it on chat. And then you go on, or Claude or Gemini, whichever tool that you're using. Then you go, your prompt gives direction. So the prompt that you give the AI tool is what will give it the direction on where you want to go. Then you go to AI. The AI will take the patterns that you've given it, recognize them, and then will go into generation. It will generate for you what you have given it according to the input that you've given it. Then it will give you a draft, which is the output, the insight of what it has created. And then guess what? It comes back to you again. So it starts with you and ends with you. Everything else in the middle is AI, but it starts with the human and ends with the human. Always think about that. So you have to verify and then decide. What does this particularly mean? Can anybody tell me what this one would be? Yes, please go ahead.
Analyzing the information it has given you as output and deciding if you can still use it or ask more about it.
Fantastic. That's a really good answer. Does anybody else has another answer that they would like to put out? Yes?
Criticizing the thing.
Yes. Speak louder, please.
You criticize what it has given you and give comments and feed it with more information if there is something that you wanted to change about it.
Yeah. Not just accepting. Like we're living in a world where you have to question, continuously question. If somebody tells you something, you ask them, but why? Have you ever chilled with a child? A young kid?
Yes.
Why? You tell them, don't do, why? Don't wear your shoes like this, why? Don't drink, why? Don't drink Fanta at night, why? Perfect. But when you grow up, we lose the child in us because we think we know. And the more you think you know, the less you know. Because you lose something I love very much. Do you guys want to know what it is? Are you going to keep it a secret?
Yeah.
Curiosity. Yes? But please share it out. Remain curious. Ask questions continuously. Ask questions of your AI. When they give you something, they give you an output. Verify if it is correct output. If you feel like that you can challenge it a little bit more, if it is like a research paper for school, okay, you criticize it, but I think maybe this is better, or maybe we should have approached it in this way. You converse with it like a brainstorming session, okay? What's your name, remind me? Samantha. Thank you very much, Samantha. You criticize it. You ask it these questions. Look as stupid as possible, because the best thing about AI, it will never judge you. A teacher can judge you, a friend can judge you, or they can disregard your comments, but this guy will never judge you. He's your best friend, okay? So use it as your best friend in that capacity. So in this flow that we have looked at here, you, prompt, the AI, output, and then back to you. I have a question for you guys. Where do you think something can go wrong in this process? Yes, please. Prince.
There, what can go wrong? Only, like, I think it's only two. The prompt and the output.
And the output, okay. And what can go wrong in those two?
The first that goes wrong is the prompt.
What can be bad there?
The output.
If it's unclear prompt, yeah? If you give a prompt that is not clear,
Yes.
you will have an output
That's not clear.
that is not clear, or that is, because it will give you what you give it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're speaking to somebody, but then you have to make that person fully understand what you're saying. The words that you use, they have to be so specific to a particular goal, to a particular context. And it's not only in AI, because as I said, it's start with the human. If I am talking to you, like right now, first and foremost, I have to look at you, isn't it so? To convey that I am talking to you, number one. So you can also give me your attention, yes? Secondly, I have to be able to speak in a voice that, you call it ijigo, that you can hear. Thirdly, I have to speak in a language that you can understand. If you don't speak English, I switch to Kinyarwanda. Nadira Jeza. Chan. I change it according to how you can best understand me. Third is the context. What do I want to say to you? Am I going to say it in simple words, or in overcomplicated words, or in words which are not the same? You understand that? So you have to be able to make sure that the prompt that you give gives you the output that you want.
Okay.
Another place that I feel can go really wrong is here in verification. What do you guys think?
We agree.
Yeah, because if you do not verify it correctly, maybe say if you're in a rush, so you just accept it, or if you're lazy. I don't think anybody here looks lazy. Have you guys had breakfast, first and foremost?
Yes.
Who hasn't had breakfast? Who did not sleep well last night? You slept what happened?
Yeah, I was scrolling.
You were?
I was scrolling.
You were scrolling? Oh man, it catches the both, everyone. So all of you are doom scrollers, yes?
No.
No? You control yourself?
Yeah.
You should give me these skills, eh? Okay, what we can do is, I'll give you these skills, you give me the skills that you guys use for not doom scrolling. So what I did, I replaced my phone. Can I show you the phone that I have? Are you ready for it? Ta-da! That's a good replacement for doom scrolling, no? Yeah. So you can't catch me doom scrolling. I'm a serial doom scroller, personally. Okay? I have very good content on my Instagram and my YouTube. I have good video, and I have something they call ADHD, attention deficiency disorder.
Okay.
So my attention is here, it's there. I'll start like 20 projects and maybe finish 2 or 3. Okay? But then you use tools like this. So my doctor, my therapist told me, Malik, okay, so what you can try is for the next 1 month, I started using this in August, on the 15th of August. I got this phone, and the other one I left it at home. It says, for maybe 2 months, try using this phone. It's going to be tough because the texting is crap. How do you even text? You forget how to text. I think I'll give you guys this phone and you don't know how to text with it. But it has helped me so much. I can focus more. I'm not going on my phone. Sometimes I go to look for my phone, I'm like, oh man. I just leave, I put it back in the bag, because what am I going to do with it? It's only for calls and messages. Everything else is on my laptop. And mostly when I'm on my laptop, I put do not disturb for every 30 minutes. So I work 30 minutes, and then I'll go and check my messages, doom scroll a little bit, and then it'll automatically close all social media after 30 minutes. No, after 5 minutes break. Close all my social medias. I go back to work for another 30 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. So that's how I do. That's my tool. But AI is the one who helped me do it, because I went and asked chat also. Man, I'm having an issue with social media and using my phone, blah, blah, blah. And I would give it this prompt. You are a qualified life coach. Could you please help me create a formula on how to avoid or to make my work more productive by reducing distractions? Give me a 90-day roadmap. Prompt. Brab! Gave me a beautiful prompt, program that I can use. So I've been trying to use it. It's not easy, but it's working so far. Yes?
Okay.
Fantastic. So as I said, AI is not magic. It is leverage. So we went through the prompt, the goal, the prompt, AI generates it, but then you have to finish by checking it and deciding what you want to do with it, okay? So the human, as I said, appears on both ends. You guys are the most important part of what we're talking about today. And as I always say, AI predicts useful answers. That's what it does. It predicts useful answers. It does not know the truth or the way a database knows a stored fact. Basically, AI is a database. As I mentioned in the beginning, what you feed it, it stores it, and it creates patterns according to what more information you keep feeding it. It learns from you. It becomes your best friend by learning from you. So every time you feed it something, if you don't feed it the correct context, guess what it does? It goes back into its database and brings back all things that it knows about you. So maybe say if you're going to go and do a CV, if you want to write a CV, yes? Let's say 2 weeks ago you did another CV for maybe say a marketing job, that you want to learn how to write a CV for a marketing job. But this week you're looking for a job in procurement. You want to write a CV for procurement. If you do not give it the right context, guess what it will do? It will go back to its database and feed from what you gave it before. So if you say, I'm looking for a job, I want to make a CV, and you don't say what kind of CV, what position, it will go back to its database and feed from that, okay? So we have to be specific on what we give these things so that you can use it as leverage. Because somebody the other day told me, but AI knows the answers. But if I would ask you a question, have you ever used maybe say any AI and then it gives you 2 different answers? Yeah, it'll give you this answer here and this answer here.
Yes.
So you see, it predicts the right answer. It doesn't give you definitives. So it is up to you now, as smart people as you guys are, bright faces, bright eyes, to look at both of them and see, okay, this one is better for me. You remove this one. And then now you develop this answer. Because there's always development. You can always tweak until there's no more tweaking. Tighten that rope. Make sure that it is something I like to call airtight. No room for mistakes, or as little error as possible. Because what you have is nothing but time, isn't it so? Yes. You have nothing but time. Remember that, guys. You're young, you're beautiful, you're amazing, smart, and you have so much time. Remember that. Don't let anybody tell you you don't have time. You have time. Malik has told you you have time. And anybody who tells you you don't have enough time, tell them, yo, Malik told me I have time. So calm down. Okay? So once you understand this chain, the 5 circles of leverage, AI becomes useful across your entire career journey. And your career journey begins from the day you walked out of your mother, not you walked out, but you slid out of your mom. Your career began. You became a career child. You become a baby. A baby is a job. You have a job as a baby. You have to cry. You know, you have to disturb. You have to sleep 55 hours a day. You have to eat. You have to crawl. You have to stand. You have to walk. You have to go. You become. That's a job. When you become a student, this is a job. This is a career too.
Yes.
Okay. You have to look good as you are. You know. You have to make sure that you sleep well, sleep on time, do your homework. You know, you have also to make sure that you become friends with people, because this is communication skills. If you're a CEO, you want to be a CEO, but you don't know how to communicate to the rest of your staff in conversation, because CEO is not just telling people, do this, do that, do this, do that. It is leadership. Okay? Are you able to lead people? Are you able to make people feel comfortable around you? Yes? So, your whole entire journey becomes easier once you understand this chain of AI. Not just for writing. Okay? Because right now you're in school. So mostly you can use it for writing only. Writing papers, writing assignments, maybe writing love letters to your boyfriends and girlfriends. We also use it for that, yes? Yeah. Like there's I'll give you an example of, I told you about this guy who was in Dar es Salaam, who was talking to us about ChatGPT. And he was talking about how people use ChatGPT, you know, because if you're writing maybe a message to your boyfriend or girlfriend or father, mother, it can help you do that better. 100%. It can give you better language, better direction, you know. AI is fantastic like that. So this guy gave us an example. He's European. So he was in Dar es Salaam and he was chatting with this girl online. Okay? And what happened is he would write a message, send it to her, and he would receive a message back. But what happened is this. You know when, like, if you give ChatGPT a message, it will write to you, okay, so, okay, here, fantastic. This is what you should write. And then it gives you commas, and then the message. Now what this girl would do, she would copy paste exactly and send it as it is. No editing, no verification. You understand? It just, as in, come on. You see exactly what I'm talking about? I know you guys use it to do the same, but you are more clever. You verify and then you decide. You use the human aspect of it. Sometimes you even change some words so it can sound more like you. Like if you're doing a paper for school, you have been with that teacher from senior 1 to senior 5 or senior 6. This guy or this teacher knows how you write, knows your language. So you go and make a paper from ChatGPT or Gemini. And it is super polished language. Even you read it and you say like, wow, this one I'm getting full marks. The teacher will go read it because he's also not a dunderhead. He's been to school. He has his degree. And that's why he's there with you. He will read it and be like, hey, Prince. Hey, Prince. Why are you talking like a king? You know? He will know it. He will know it. So it is up to you to bring back, okay, sir, you've given me this fantastic, beautiful presentation. But it is not me fully. So how can I make it me? Now this is where your work comes in. Because it will do it for you faster and better, but it is you still have work to do. People make AI, they use AI to become lazy. But it should be making you more productive, more intelligent. It will teach you. Like sometimes some of the things that I learned from my work, I've learned them better using AI. Because I don't like sitting in class like this, honestly. This is not my thing. You know, and everybody learns differently. I prefer to use something like this, to use YouTube for visual lessons. I want to learn from my own mind. I want to ask questions, I want to go read something, and then I go put it somewhere, and then I get a full page. I read about it, I think about it, I ask more questions. But not just somebody coming and giving me nonsense from their mouth about what they think, but not taking what I think as well. You understand? You have a question, Prince? You have a very interesting look. You good? Okay. Yeah, so use it in the best way possible, but use your mind even more. Okay?
Yes.
It's there to help you pivot, leverage, but you have to use your strength to go to the next step as well. Remember that. So, the career flywheel. This is a very interesting one because, as I said before, AI can support you at any stage of your career. And as I said, this is a career as well that you're in right now, okay? So your career is not one decision. It's a loop. It's a constant loop. And I have these 5 stages here to make it a loop. So if you write it, you can even write discovery on top, learn, apply, perform, grow. It becomes a loop. And then it goes round and round and round, okay? So discovering opportunities. This is number 1. You have the roles that you want, CEO, a business owner, you know, one-stop shop owner. That is the role. And then what opportunities are there? You discover these opportunities. So first you understand the role that you want in life. If you want to become a nurse, what opportunities are there to become a nurse? There's nurses for children, there's nurses for adults, like very old people who can't take care of themselves. There's nurses for emergency, you know. There is midwives for those who are, for pregnant women. What kind of role do you want? You have to be very specific also. What basically also today's lesson is to make you so specific in life that you're not guessing anymore. You know what you want, you can think about what you want, and you can put it in as simple words as possible that a 5-year-old can understand. That's the best way to talk to ChatGPT. Give it information that is so simple that anyone who reads it can understand it. It'll give you back amazing stuff as well. Okay? Then you go to learn skills and concepts. What do you need for this particular role and the opportunities that are involved there? ChatGPT. I'm going to be saying ChatGPT a lot because it's what I use. It can help you get there, to discover the skills and concepts that you need to be able to execute the roles and the opportunities that you're looking for. Then here we go to apply. So now that you've gotten the role that you want and the opportunities involved, then you learn what skills and concepts are needed for that particular role. Then you can apply for that particular job. Here now you're looking now into getting CVs and interviews. Here you can ask ChatGPT to create for you a specific CV for a specific job with specific skills. Remember, boom, boom, boom. And then after the CV has been created, you can ask ChatGPT, now help me prepare for my interview for this particular, because that's how it goes, isn't it? You look for the job, you find the job, you apply for the job, and then you prepare for the interview because that's what you want. You prepare for the interview. Don't just wait for, okay, now I've applied, okay, now let me just chill and wait for them to call me. What if they call you and are not prepared? So always be prepared. You guys are, you know scouts? Anybody who's a scout here? Scout, yes? Fantastic. One of our first rules is always be prepared. Scouts honor. Always be prepared. More of you guys should become scouts. I think it's fantastic. Okay. Yeah. So then we move to perform. After you've gotten the interviews, so say you've gotten the job, okay? You have your fantastic job now as, think about a job right now. Say one job. One job that is in your mind right now. No, the one behind you. One job? Don't say anything like manager again. It's so broad, like managing what? Cows, chicken, let's say sales and marketing professional. Yes? So this is the words. Manager is very broad, and you know it's like it's a big word, and it's really nice to hear, isn't it? I'm a CEO, but CEO of what?
No.
You can be CEO of toilets, but it can be good toilets. Maybe you're selling the toilets. You can be CEO of a toilet selling company or a toilet washing company. Everybody needs their toilets to be washed, isn't it? If you have 500 people who are working for you, going around cleaning people's toilets, that's money in your pocket that somebody would think it's a dirty job. But it's dirty job that makes clean money. Think about it like that. Okay? So now you got the job as a entry-level sales and marketing professional. You'll need to perform because now you have the job. I've trusted you with this position. You'll need to work and be productive at it. AI can help you do that because you already have the skills and you've known the skills and the concepts that are needed. So you can ask it, okay, chat, I'm a entry-level sales and marketing professional at Blarirgo. And you are my career coach. Please create for me a program that will help me work better, be more productive, something like this. This kind of prompts. You understand?
Yes.
Whenever I'm talking about the prompts, notice what I'm starting with. It's the goal first and foremost. And you're also giving it the context. And you're asking it to act as the person who's going to give you that information. Yeah? Fantastic. Then after perform, we go into growing. Feedback and strategy. Okay, so your productivity has increased. Your work rate is better. It's smarter and faster. But you need feedback. You need a feedback loop. Somebody to tell you, okay, this is where you're going right, this is where you're going wrong. If you do this, you can do it better. Then you ask it to give you a strategy of how to be able to handle these things now better. So if I would ask 3 of you, yes, to give me, and we'll start with you, come to Nicole, yes, and then come to you, Lucky. So 1, 2, 3. I want you guys to choose where you feel you are right now in your life. Here. According to what you have spoken about, would you say you are in a discovery stage, learning, applying, performing, or growing? Learning. So you're learning the skills and concepts. Okay, fantastic. Let's go. Learning. Learning as well. Okay, interesting. Boom, boom. And now also think about it like this, yes? Before you go to the next one. I'll take 2 more. You're in school, isn't it? I said this is also like a job. So you could be at apply. So what you would be applying to now is, if you're going to go to senior 6, it's like you're making an application, isn't it so? It's an application of sorts because you're going to do an exam. Yes? And that is your application. So have you prepared for your exam? By learning. Have you prepared for your exam by learning? And then when you make your application, that is your written CV. You give the teacher. And then they'll go and do an interview by marking it. And then they'll give it to you. And after that, you're coming to perform because you're going to go into the next one, isn't it so? So think about it like that. Where would you say that you are right now? Performing. Yes. Interesting. So one thing that we should also understand is that this is a loop, as I've said. It's a loop. It goes round, yes? So sometimes you will be here. Then you go learn. You apply for the job or you go and do even the exam. And then what happens? You go back to learn. You rewind. Maybe you did not, instead of going to senior 6, you stayed back in senior 5 because you were not ready. Or if you are looking for a job, they deny you. You do your interview, they tell you, no, you're not ready for it, or we cannot accept you. So what do? You go back and get the roles again and opportunities. You go get the skills and the concepts, and then you do the application again. Then, inshallah, you go and do the work and productivity. Maybe you're starting to work, you work there for 2 years or 1 year and a half, they tell you, hey Malik, I'm sorry, but we have to let you go because your job has been taken by AI. What do? You go back to learn. You go and learn about that AI tool that took your job. How can you use that AI tool? How can you make that AI tool even better? You understand? You know, like these companies like which use machines. So you'll find before, to make a shoe, you had to use your hands. But now to make this Nike shoe, it's machine, isn't it so? So that job was replaced by a machine. But then that machine needs to be serviced. That material needs to be put in the shoe, in the machine. So it still needs a human being. But then that job has been replaced by the machine. So 5 jobs have been replaced by 1 machine. But then still 1 person is needed to put that shoe in there and remove it. So now you have to go and learn again. So you can apply for that job and then become productive again. You understand this? So the loop goes in and out. It's not just one particular place. And this is something that you have to learn, as we spoke about earlier, adaptability. You have to learn how to adapt to where you are. Sometimes you'll get a no in life, which you'll get very many no's. You'll get rejections in jobs, but then you don't lose sight, you go back. Learn. Always be learning. Okay? So, one thing that I would like you guys to understand as I move on from this one is that there is no wrong stage. You can even stay here as long as you need. You see, like right now I'm a working professional, yes? I'm in my 30s, and there are things that I need out of life. You know, I need the money to be able to move around, to be able to fuel my car, to pay my rent. But what that does is, it gives pressure also. Because maybe there's a 36-year-old friend of mine who maybe is doing better than I am. Okay? Even a 20-year-old has more money maybe than I do. Isn't it so? What does this do? It gives you a mental pressure. But it's only here. You forget that you have time. You don't have all the time in the world, but you have time, enough time. God has given you enough time. The universe has given you enough time to do all the things that you need to do and to do them well. Okay? So you slow down your roll. You understand that? I'm in this loop. And this loop, the reason why it's round, it never breaks. If you look at something like this is a loop. It goes round and round. It's stronger than this. Because this one I can break it. You see? This is not a loop. It starts and ends somewhere. This one continues going on. So this is your life. And this is this. You will keep on moving around and make sure that you just don't stop. Once you stop, that's your own fault. You get that concept?
Yeah, we do.
Fantastic. So keep on looping, guys. Keep on moving around. Yeah? Never sleep on that. So there is no wrong stage. Most of us move between these stages repeatedly. I've been in this stage more times than I can count, until I decided I'm not going to go look for other jobs. I'm going to start my own business. So I can employ other people. But then I still move around. So now I am stuck here and here. These are my 2 main places, here and here. Because I already know my role and opportunity. Now I'm learning the concepts and continuously growing and getting feedback and getting more productive, okay? So learn where you are, you already have them. And the good thing is all this, I'll share them with you guys and you'll have all of this with you. So you can go and look more after into it, okay? So I want us to turn this flywheel, okay, into something concrete. Tasks that you could start doing today, okay? So, career use case. This is very important. slide 6. Okay. Where are you? Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, so I want you guys to look at this clearly, yeah? You guys can see all of this very well, yeah? So we have a couple of examples here, and this is where AI can create immediate advantages for you right now, okay? I looked at a couple of examples that we can go into. We might not go into all of them, but I think we're still on time. 30, okay. So notice that none of these boxes say use AI because it's cool. None of them say that. Every use starts with a problem. Okay? If you look at enter, get the opportunity. So the problem here will be decode the job descriptions. Okay? Tailor CVs ethically. This is the problem. Practice interviews. Every one of them begins with a problem first. Then get the opportunity. Okay? Then build the skills. Then do better work by leveling up. So always stay problem first and then tool action later. Okay? Always, so like for this one I'd frame it as, let us be problem finders. The solution will definitely come as long as you fully understand the problem that you're trying to solve. Because sometimes you have the problem has been given a few pillars, but it is not fully understood. It's like when you're writing a formula for a mathematical equation. If you do not understand the question itself properly, you will not be able to formulate an accurate answer, isn't it? The formula will miss a couple of things because the problem was not fully understood. You went straight into giving the tools to find a solution, but did not understand the problem. So let us be problem finders. Let's say that. We are problem finders.
We are problem finders.
I want to hear it louder. I want to hear it louder.
We are problem finders.
Yes, that's fantastic. These are guys who have eaten breakfast. Problem finders. Okay. So, if we look at get the opportunity here, to decode job descriptions, okay? I want to ask somebody currently right now what skill they are trying to learn. Okay, I'll start here. What skill are you trying to learn right now? Prince.
The skill I'm trying to run is... Okay, I'm trying to run how the business operates right now before I finish my high school. So that when I finish, I'm very experienced.
Okay. That's a good one. What are you trying to learn right now with AI? Or like with anything particularly? Like things in what sense? In terms of work or in school work, life work? In life work. Nice. What about you? What are you using AI currently for? What are you trying to learn?
I use AI more for backup. Like when I want to know more about something, that's when I use it. Or when I want to see where I have more chances to gain something.
Yeah. I think this. Okay. And anybody else who wants to share what they are currently using AI to learn? I don't want to pick anybody. I want now people to be more open to say it, to raise their hand. Confidence is key, isn't it? Raise your hands. I don't want to pick, because I'll pick.
Yeah.
Anybody want to share?
What do you say?
I know you want to share. You keep looking at me. Say something, Nicole. So one thing I also want to give you guys before you speak, yes? This is not AI. This is human. Human value says that don't just be the first one to speak, but be the first one to ask also. Okay? There's one thing that there is here, particularly, not particularly in Rwanda only, but that I've experienced also when I'm doing my training sessions and stuff like this. People are very shy to speak up. Is that true or false?
True.
It's true, isn't it so? So one of my things that I do is I try to instill confidence in people. So say like if I tell you stand up. You see, before even you stand up, you're like, oh, stand up. Yes, there you go. And then that is number one thing about confidence, standing up. And being able to stand up because you crawled, as a baby, you crawled, then you stood up. Isn't this so? You were carried all for many years, then you crawled, and then you stood up. Confidence, number one. Isn't it so? And the second one, smile. You see that one? Catches you. Like there's no room you can ever walk into. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can sit down now. There's no room you can ever walk to if you're standing up straight, shoulders back, and with a smile on your face. You can always walk into a room and you'll instantly get attention and respect, number one. Before you even say a single word, it's what somebody sees. How are you dressed? Are you looking at me in the eye? Or are you looking down? That shows like, I can't trust this person, or this person is shy, or there's some people who have a disability, not disability, but just have something which in themselves, you just can't look somebody in the eye, they'll always look on the side. But if you can be able to maintain eye contact with somebody, you see like the way you guys are right now, this is perfect. It shows I have your attention. I have your attention. Like that one is about to sleep. I caught you. Would you like to stand up a bit? Do it. And that's also beautiful, stand up. Stand up. We're about to take a break in like 5 minutes. But you see what we do? When you see you, catch yourself, yes? Because me, I'm a cool guy. Catch you, and I'll invite you into my circle. And I'll make everybody be part of your circle as well. Yes, we stand up, and we stretch a little bit. But we'll do those stretches later, yes? And then now, you see what? You are fully awake. And then you can take your seat again. And you're very welcome. Okay, so the beautiful thing about this one and what you have truly learned about this is where you can take your immediate advantage. So when you guys go back and look at these notes, I would like you to reflect about it. This particular part here, the opportunity itself, okay? This is where you enter. And then after that, you come to learn. What kind of concepts are you looking to learn in life? What kind of things do you want to understand more? What information do you want to acquire that can change your life, that can make doing your homework easier, that can make being even at home easier? What information can make your life as a social person when you go chill out with friends easier? What information can you get that will make being in a study session like this one easier? Is it better note taking? Is it better question asking? You can always learn something new depending on what you want to ask, okay? Then you come to perform, doing better work. So it is drafting and summarizing things. AI can help you with that one. But you have to have given it good information, isn't it so? We're talking about analyzing information and brainstorming solutions. I love to use AI to brainstorm. You see, like this is a brainstorm place. So I can give you guys an idea, which I will do when you're doing some practice sessions, and we'll be able to use AI to brainstorm as well. So we can either just brainstorm just together without using AI. I take your idea. So I'll give you a question. Maybe say like, I want you guys to write for me a business plan for a chicken business. Okay? Then each group 4. You guys can take an idea from here, idea from that, idea from that, idea from that. And then guess what? If you have AI, it comes in there and you put all those ideas in there together, boom, creates for you a beautiful proposal, beautiful business plan. And then again, you go back and then you verify and you decide whether you want to use it, okay?
Yes.
Then now if you come to the growth part, which is leveling up, this is now where, okay, so you've entered, you've gotten your jobs and CVs, you've applied for whatever. Here, you've learned and built the skills that you need. You've performed and you're doing better work. And now you grow. Because growth is where it is most important right now. You're in a place, as I mentioned, of a lot of power, and that power is in only how much you can grow. How much can you grow? Requesting feedback. So you have to be able to accept feedback, okay? So I would say that you're an attentive person. Feedback is when you feel like your energy is coming down, boost it up, isn't it so? That's feedback. Sometimes you have to be, and this is also being strong enough to understand that I'm not criticizing you at all. I don't know you enough to criticize you. The only person who you can feel bad about giving you criticism maybe is your father or your mom. If your father tells you, I'm so disappointed in you, oh my God. That's even worse than being beaten, isn't it so? I would rather you. You tell me, my heart, my head, I will not eat for 2 days and stuff like that, you know? So, so I'd rather that. But this is, you have to be able to, you're in a life and a time where you're going to be criticized, especially if you're looking to grow your career into a space where you want to be the best. For you to grow up there, to get up to a place where the air is so thin, to become a manager, to become a CEO, to become a business owner, you have to be able to take criticism, and positively. It doesn't have anything to do with you, just with the thing that it was being criticized, okay? So that is feedback. And sometimes I'll ask chat, like, I want you to roast me. That simple question. Chat, I want you to roast me. According to all the things that you know. And oh my God. And I told him, and don't be kind. It can make you cry, this AI. If you're not it can make you cry because you will question everything, I promise you. It gave me such tough things to hear. Tough. But what also that does is, now I know it, and I can't tell it you're being bad. Because what will it do? Like, it's a machine. So I take it positively and then I do something about it. Okay, so you've roasted me. What actions can I take to change these particular things that you have told me about, or to make them better? It gives you a solution. Okay? So this brings us to one of our biggest differences between weak and strong AI users. Like if you look at what we're doing right now, we are developing, we are building it, yes? So now we are coming into the use of it. So there is weak and strong AI users. How, you may ask? All of it starts with prompting. That's the beginning of AI. Well, the human first, but then after the human, after you have the idea, it is what information you're going to give it, isn't it so? That's AI. What am I going to give it? And here, there's a few examples there's this example, because this is a major one because of where you guys are going to be going. After school, make me a CV. So I've been in plenty of interviews in my professional career. And there's something interesting that happens, okay? I will sit in an interview so I like to do unofficial interviews, but many people like to bring CVs, okay? I feel the best CV is you. Right now, you're a walking CV. How you present yourself, as I've said, because if you look at the human body, how it begins is what you can see. So it starts with the eyes. So if I look at you, number one, I'll tell a lot about you, okay? And the eyes are on top. So how open are your eyes? How attentive are your eyes? And then you come here, the face. Is it a clean face? Then you come to the smile. Is this person just, how are you, you know? Then your body language. Are you standing, seated? This kind of thing. That's your number one CV. Then the third one, it goes into what comes out of your mouth. How can you explain yourself? Before you even give me a paper. Because, as I said, if you write, make me a CV, and this is what I'll find with many people, many interviews I'll go to, and with people who are coming into entry-level jobs, a waiter, entry-level chef, entry-level trainee somewhere in a particular company. And what will happen is, I will read, maybe say 5 or 6 of those interviews, CVs, and guess what? They are so similar. It's like they copy-pasted each other's, but they don't know each other. They've never met. But it's like I copy-pasted from you. Only thing I changed was my name, my date of birth, the years, my school, where I come from. But everything else is usually the same. The format, even the lettering is the same. The numbering is the same. It's always similar. And now here is where it happens now. If I say, make me a CV, that's a question, isn't it so? It is a legitimate question. But AI has to guess almost everything inside there now. It has to guess what position you're looking for. If I say, make me a CV of a manager, it has to guess what management position are you looking for. Is it senior level management or mid-level management? Which company it has to guess also for. What is how many years of experience do you have? Understand this? So, what role, what experience, what length, what is true and what must be invented or never invented, you know? So this is where we are here. If you look at this, make me a CV, it will have to guess everything, and it will have to invent a whole story of who Prince is, of who Samantha is, and he'll give us a whole shady story. Instead of giving us maybe 2 years of experience or no years of experience, it can say, because you're looking for a manager position, but you're coming from university. It might say you have studied from University of Kigali, you got first degrees honors, and you have had 5 years of experience, but you have 0 years of experience. But you are applying for a job. They don't know that, but it can lie for you, depending on what information you give it. And before, on slide number 5, we spoke about ethics. And you understand what ethics is? Anybody who wants me to explain what ethics is? Thank you very much. Ethics means truth, really. What ethics do you have? What integrity? You understand integrity, yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Anybody know? Integrity is how honest are you with the things that you are saying and doing. Okay? If I'm going to write a CV, I can lie. I can say that if I'm looking for a job maybe in marketing and they've said they want 5 years experience and I know I have 2, I can say I have 5. Okay? And I can give them false information. But it's up to you as a human being, as the one who's using AI, to be ethical about it. Because AI can help you lie, but what is the end goal? You understand? So, the second prompt gives more direction, and it protects truth of the application. So look at this one. I am a recent software development graduate. Now, it's the same thing. It's the same question, but this one has context. Okay? I am a recent software development graduate. Role. Applying for an entry-level customer support role. The goal, what is the goal? I'm applying for a customer level job. I mean a customer service entry-level job. Then at the bottom here, use the job description to identify. So this one now means that you found the job somewhere, maybe on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, it will give you the full job description of what they're looking for, what you're going to be doing there. You will copy-paste that job description, and then after you've written this one, you'll say you'll paste it on the ChatGPT as an attachment, or Gemini, or whichever tool that you use. And then you'll ask it, use the job description to identify 5 most important skills. Okay? Help tailor my CV without inventing experience. And then return a 1-page structure. This is direction now. You understand? So I would like us to do this in practice. Would you like it in practice? Then I can read it for you. Okay, I've put it in there and I've pressed send. Let's see what it brings us. Okay. So you see, I've duplicated the screen. That's good. So I asked it this question, and this is the answer it gave me. So this is what I asked, yeah? The same question that I told you guys about. And then it says, post me the job description, but right now I didn't have it. So I just told it, just leave the job description. And then absolutely, here's a general 1-page, and it's a general one, which means now it's general for any industry, particular industry in software development, okay? And without relying on a job description. And then it gives me all of this. It gives me the professional summary, core skills that are needed, and educational. This one you'll fill it on your own, and stuff like experience and additional information. And then the 5 skills that they would it gives you the skills that they would prioritize. And at the end here, I'll tell you something like, the key positioning is you are not pretending to already be an experienced agent. Your software development background becomes an evidence that you can understand systems, diagnose the problems, communicate solutions, and learn tools quickly. So here, you have not invented anything, you understand? You've been very ethical about it. You've told them, I want this particular job, this is my particular boundaries, create for me something, and then here you go. So these are the particular things that you'll be using. And as I've mentioned, I will leave all these tools. You'll have them so that when you're doing your work, you can be able to apply them as well. And then after this as well, I'll create for you guys an online papers that you can use in not only for work, but for schoolwork and life purposes as well. Yes, you guys can go on and be using that on the side. Okay. So. Okay, so mainly here, I want to ask you guys a question before we move on, yeah? What information does the stronger prompt include that the weaker one does not? What information do you think that this prompt has that this one does not have? What information do you think it has which is better than this one?
Thank you. I think
Thank you too.
that one describes the real problem you have
Yes.
to ask. But the first one doesn't describe well
Yes.
the problem.
There's no description, there's no context.
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you so much. What about you, Samantha? What do you think?
I think the first prompt is random.
Very random, yeah?
Yeah,
It's just
it's-
general, yeah?
Yeah, it's general. But this one is specific.
Yeah.
As in, when you write this one and someone else writes something else, it will be different.
Yeah.
But if you write to make me a CV, it can be the same as someone else.
I like that answer. It speaks very much of this topic. Vague and valuable. The first one is very general, it's vague. It's like, what is it, And then the second one has more value, okay? So. I thank you very much for that particular answer and all the answers that I've received. So, as you said, the stronger prompt is not magic. It follows a simple structure, like everything in life, When you wake up, for you to have a beautiful morning, you wake up, you drink your water, you thank God or whoever you pray to in the morning for the night before and the night after. You get up, maybe you use the bathroom, you go have some breakfast, take a shower, or you go to there's a procedure of how to make something work perfectly. Isn't it so? Like when I enter the car, first things first, I make sure that there's fuel, that all the lights are working fine. I remove my handbrake. If I miss one of them first, then there's a problem in between the circle. Same thing applies to AI. It follows a simple structure that you can remember, and I've created one for you guys. And here is the formula. I call it the CTCF. First one is context. Okay? Context. Context is the most important thing, like you've said. It removes it from being vague to becoming valuable. It is the context. What should AI know about you or the situation that you're trying to solve? What should AI know? The second one is the T, the task. So what exactly do you want it to do? Exactly, like be specific. Use Samantha, like whenever you're doing this, think about what would Samantha do? She would be very specific. Yes? And that's it. Second one would be constraints. So what rules and parameters do you want it to work under? And in this one, I would use an example like if you're writing a CV, you don't want it to lie, number one. You want it to use your exact information that you have given it, the truth about your background, about your ethics, about the things that you have done, your educational background. What rules and parameters do you want it to use? Do you want it to look for a job for, if you're maybe looking for a job, and you say, hey chat, I would like you to help me find a job in management, and what kind of management? Is it the rules and regulations, mid-level, senior level, okay? In which industry? You give it these rules and parameters so that it knows I'm working in, I'm looking for an entry-level job in aviation, in customer service, and make it specific. Okay? Then you go to the format. How should the answer be structured? So this, as I said, there's 4 words: context, constraint, and format. Context tells AI what matters. Tag says exactly what to do. Constraints defines the rules, and the format tells it how to return your answer. Together, it reduces all the guesswork that you can ever have here. Okay? So I want you guys in unison to repeat the 4 words. Okay? In unison, yes? Nice. Teamwork. Let's go.
Context.
Let's go. A unison. I want to hear the same voice.
Context.
Yes?
Task.
Yes?
Constraint.
Yes?
Format.
Boom. That's a mega one, that one. It's the 4 prompting format. Okay? So, I want to ask a question here before we go. I want us to build a prompt together. Okay? Using this framework that we have described. So one person, I will not choose anybody to give me a goal that they have, that they would want us to build a prompt for. One goal. Take your time. I'll give you 6 seconds to think about, 1 minute to think about it. And then somebody raise their hands. A goal that you'd like us to build a prompt for using the CTCF. Okay, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who has a goal? Raise hand. Prince. Prince is taking over the class. Prince, I want you to choose somebody.
Wow.
Yes, give you some power.
This one.
Yes, you are the one who has been. She was saying, please not me, please not me, please not me, please not me. She got chosen. Yeah, look at him and tell him, my man, thank you for the chance. Imagine, you get a chance now. Give us a goal that you have thought about in that 1 minute, unless you haven't thought about it. And then if you haven't, you have the power also to choose somebody else. But means that you haven't thought about. First, accept. Have you thought about it? Did you think about it? You had 1 minute. So what was going on in your mind for 1 minute? Interesting question. Choose somebody else. That one now it's on. It's up to you now. Pick somebody. Do you know her name? What's her name? Say it loud. Kabibi, you have been chosen. You don't have one? What was going on in your mind for that 1 minute? You were trying. 1 minute was too small? Yes. Okay, Kabibi has the power to choose one person. So all of you guys, 1 minute you can't think about a goal. Interesting. You have been, this one I know she has one. I want you to choose somebody who thinks doesn't have one. So you can find out people who don't have ideas, so that they can get ideas. She has, but tell us, I know you have one. Not yet? Yeah. Look at me thinking that you have one with your two glasses here. So who has one? You have one. You have an idea? Yes. Give us one idea. Then we'll, as you guys now think about it now, please, let's make it intentional, okay? Yeah. Intentionality. It's not just an exercise of, you'll come here, Malik will give you jazz, and then you go to school. Make it intentional. If it is 1 minute, because sometimes, you know, you'll enter into a lift, okay? And you enter into this lift, and there is a CEO next to you. CEO, maybe say, I don't know, MasterCard Foundation. Now when you think about MasterCard Foundation, think about Moolah. You see that? Holiday Moolah mindset. Have a money mindset, guys. Think about this. You've entered into a lift. CEO of MasterCard Foundation or RDB standing next to you, and you're going to the 14th floor. That means you have maybe, say, less than a minute. Are you going to stand there like this? And you're like, oh shit, I know this is Karekezi. What can I tell her? Or are you going to, hey, how are you? My name is Malik. It's such a pleasure to be in the same lift with you, you know? But there's something that I'm so happy to be in this place with you, because I know we'll never meet again. There's something I want to put out in your mind. I want to share with you. It's about something that I've been developing, and I'd like to, if you have like 5 seconds, before you even get up, I would like to share it with you. Elevator pitch. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
Elevator pitch. You have 1 minute, less than a minute, to say your piece in a way that they can understand, and they can give you an opportunity for another interview. What you going to do? Are you going to say, I didn't think about it? Yeah? So think about this as building those skills that you will need. Not AI is beautiful and fantastic, but then we're building a skill that you will need for something else, okay? So when I give you a minute to think about something in a minute. Even though it is nonsense, I want to hear all that, because I told you there's no wrong answer, yes? Okay, let's go. What's your idea? I'm farmer of mangoes. Yes. We're doing this one and then break time. Thank you for that. You see, this guy cares about you, yeah? Okay, so, mango farmers. Or what I can actually do is, we have that one, yes? We'll keep it in mind. We're all mango farmers. And then now we can go for a break. Do you think you deserve the break? You think so? What are you going to do in the break time? Okay, it's important to stretch. So let's get it. Thank you so much for this one. Session number 1 done. Clap for yourselves. Boom, boom. So let's go for break, man. Let's go do what you do at break time. Break. Did you guys enjoy it? Yes. So a lot of... I hope you got your ideas sorted also?
Yes.
Yes, you got some ideas now? Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so before we move on to the next slides and everything, we also have an online audience. You guys can wave to them. Use the cameras, look at the cameras, tell them hi guys. We see all of you. Thank you so much for being part of us. And they have some questions that they wanted to ask, which I also, at the end of this, we'll have a question and answer to. So I encourage you guys to write some questions down that you'll think about as we move on through this. And then at the end of it, we'll have some questions that you guys can ask me, okay? I highly encourage questions. It shows that when it's just not just a one-way street, okay? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's go with question number 1. And also, if I would also ask these questions also to you, not only to me, because we are in this class together, isn't it so? So question number 1, how can someone be good at building a good prompt to give AI better output? How can somebody be good at building a good prompt to give AI for a better output? Does anybody have an answer to that? We've spoken about it. Yes, Prince?
Thank you.
Thank you, Prince.
The answer for that question, how can someone be good at building a good prompt to give AI for better output? So the prompt you're giving to that AI should be containing that much information you have. For example, make my day, like a to-do list.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So you have to say, in the morning I'll have to do my shower, take breakfast, drive to the work.
So we'll go to question number 2. What's the difference between using automation and actually using AI in a project like an expense tracker? What's the difference between using automation and using AI in a project like, does this one work? In a project, no, it doesn't work. Okay, there you go. In a project like in a project like an expense tracker. So I'll start with the definition of automation. Automation is something that works automatically, isn't it so? So if you're using the context of an expense tracker like you've asked, it would be you want something that tracks your expenses automatically. So if I put, maybe say I use 50,000, so I'll ask a chat to create an expense tracker for me personally. So there it will be daily expenses, monthly expenses, weekly expenses. It'll give you an Excel sheet, basically. That will be an expense tracker. You guys know about Excel?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So an Excel sheet will come there. That's what it will do. It will give you an expense sheet. An expense sheet in the format of an Excel sheet. And then here you'll want to make it automated so that if you put maybe say I have 3,000 francs, no, I have 300,000 francs as my base salary. From that base salary, you can ask it to automate a couple of things. You can say, this is my budget for food, for clothes, for monthly expenses, maybe say for fun, if you have school fees to pay, and if you have maybe say, I don't know, groceries, okay? So every month, this is what I want to be removed from my 300,000. It's a little bit of money, but it can still work. So from that, it will be able to automate it. So every month, it will start with 300,000, and it will remove 50, 20, 30, 40, depending on the numbers that are in those particular brackets. Then you'll automate it. Now, using AI in that particular project will be to be able to create the automation. This is the purpose of AI. AI will help you automate the expense tracker. So the automation doesn't come before the AI. This is what you want. This is the goal, to automate your expense tracker. And then you will prompt it to create that expense tracker. Does that land for you guys here? Does anybody have anything that they would like more explanation on? I hope it also lands for you guys out there too. If you want AI to automate your expense tracker, you have it in mind, you will feed it the information that you want it to automate. And then AI will be able to create that project for you. That's the answer for this question from my side. Number 3, how do we use AI without losing our own creativity? Now, first and foremost, this is a very good question. Thank you very much for it. So, as I began this conversation, we spoke about the human value of AI, isn't it so? The human aspect in AI. AI was built by a human being, so it is human intelligence that created artificial intelligence to assist human intelligence kutera imbere. Sibyo? So, how can you not lose your own creativity? Very interesting and very important question. There's things that you have learned growing up from home, from your friends, from your own self, from TV, from social media and other platforms as well, isn't it so? Then there are things that you've learned from school. There is the book knowledge, okay? Now, these things combined bring about who you are here. It brings about your human intelligence. That is where your creativity is, number one, first and foremost. Your creativity comes from the things that you like, your hobbies. That's why I ask, like, what sport do you play? No sports. Who plays sports here? Which sport?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Volleyball, what kind of creativity can you learn from there? You can learn teamwork, isn't it so? You can learn how to be able to maneuver so that the other team doesn't catch you. That's creativity. Communication, this kind of stuff. Maybe say, what hobbies do you have, you personally? Cooking. That's an interesting hobby. It keeps you creative because you'll have to look for, because there's many ways to make chicken, isn't it? You can make chicken pilau, you can make chicken Alfredo, you can make fried chicken, deep fried chicken, KFC style chicken. There's so many chicken. Chicken with you can make roasted chicken, and also using different ibirungo. Okay, so this is where your creativity comes in. You already know what you want. You know how it should look like, how it should smell like, but then you can also ask ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. You can tell it, okay, listen, I have chicken in my fridge. I have potatoes, onions, tomatoes, carrots. I have ibijumba, some rice. Please help me create a recipe for these ingredients that I have. Because you've given it the context. The goal is to create a good recipe for it, and you've given it what it needs to do. It will create that for you. Okay? But then that one can also make you lazy, because you might stop cooking for yourself and start using ChatGPT to make like the example I gave you guys about how I've dressed. ChatGPT dressed me really today. And I look good, don't I? Yeah. Thank you very much. But then, before that even, it's just because I was pressured for time. So I didn't want to start going and looking. So as I was moving in the house, I just told him, hey Chat, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going. I'd like you to find out something that I can wear. So it's like having your own personal dressing assistant. When you make money, because that's where you guys are going to go, you'll have somebody who dresses you. So you wake up in the morning, they know your agenda, they know where you're going to go, what you're going to do the whole day. Do you need to be comfortable? Are you going to be moving around a lot? What kind of shoes will you wear? You'll have exactly celebrity kind of stuff. You'll become like the Jay-Z. You'll become like the Beyonce. Somebody chooses their clothes. Understand? They don't, like you see somebody like maybe say Mark Zuckerberg. This guy has he has black shirts, blue shirts, gray shirts, yes, and blue jeans and black jeans. For him, it's simple. But for somebody who wants to style up a little bit more, you have blue, yellow, green, red, all these kind of clothes. To choose something in the morning so quick, it becomes a task. You have to sit down and look at your closet, choose, maybe wear, remove. But then now you have an assistant who knows what you're going to do the whole day, picks out something for you, irons it. You go shower, you come out, it's waiting for you there. Chat can do that for you, like it did for me today. You understand? So there's the creative part that you still have to maintain. The creative part is by making sure that you have things like goals that you work towards. You have hobbies. You have sports that you play. You understand? And you don't have to play sports, but you can do things like kudoda, you can cook, you can draw, you can practice public speaking, because this one keeps you creative. You can do writing of poems, of articles, of songs. You can sing. You can become a fashion designer, because this one is also creative stuff. So making sure that you keep the humanity first. We lose our creativity when you lose your humanity, and you depend fully on artificial intelligence or machines. So number one, remember you're human first. That's the main thing. Like in my company is called King's Consultants. As I mentioned to you, we work with customer experience consulting. And my ethos, the premise of everything that I do, everything that I teach, begins with a human. In my book is called Human-Centered Customer Experience. So the whole book itself is called Human-Centered Customer Experience Operating System. It's a long one. I'm trying to shorten it. I'm still writing it right now. Inshallah, by the end of the year, I'll be done. But everything begins with the human first. When you put the human being in there, you will understand there's feelings involved. There's maybe say someone did not eat breakfast, or they're having a mental breakdown. So when you even come and talk to somebody, you will remember these things, okay? So the only way to not lose our creativity is by remembering that we're human first. So everything you do as a human, even though it is communicating with AI. Okay, we move to question number 4 as we move forward. What one AI skill you think every student should learn before finishing school? I personally think the first AI skill you should learn as a student before finishing school is how to verify. Still comes back into the human part. Learning how to verify all the information you have fed it and the output it has given you. Once you learn this one, everything becomes easier. So verify the prompts you're giving, make sure they're not vague, like Samantha says, and verify the output it gives you. So you understand what is given you, and then you can make a better informed decision. If we move on to number 5, does AI literacy include understanding automation? This is an interesting one. It's also a delicate one. Does AI literacy include understanding automation? Simple answer is yes. Because you give it an answer and it automatically, you give it a question, automatically gives you an answer. You also have to understand automation in terms of if you're working with Excel sheets, there's automations, so you have to know the formulas as well. So that you just don't give, like if I make an Excel sheet for a client and I'm going to present it, I'll have to understand because I will not go with my ChatGPT there and ask it, can you tell me this formula? I'll have to understand what it has given me, number one, first and foremost. So the AI literacy, it needs you to understand what kind of automation is being given as an output from that AI. Okay? Moving on to number 6. Out of the 5 stages I shared, which one do I see AI helping with the most in Rwanda right now? And which one is most currently untapped? So I think here in the kind of stages that they're talking about would be in slide number 5. And here they're talking about discover, learn, apply, perform, and grow. Okay? If I would put that question to you guys, which one do you think is needed most in Rwanda? And which one is most untapped? Let's start with you. Which one do you think is most needed? Perform. Work and productivity. Which one do you think is mostly untapped? Same. Yeah, same person.
Untapped.
Untapped meaning that it is not used enough, where there's a big gap. learning, good answer. Anybody else has a different opinion? You guys agree with her? Yes or yes? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Me, I think the most important, right? The most important is running, and the most untapped also is running.
That's an interesting one too. I like this. You know, it's what you call, do not just accept every answer, but there's no wrong answer, isn't it? So as I've said, but everybody should have also their own way of thinking. So I would say both of them apply, of course. For me personally, I say the one that is mostly needed is learning. And well, it will go in two ways. I would say discover and learn. Those are the two most important ones for me personally. Because before you learn, you have to really understand what you're learning or know what you're learning. Be focused on something so that you just don't be general. You know, I don't want just to be general learners. That's what you do in primary school and high school. When you go in like in university, now you specialize. And then when you go into work, you apply specialization. Understand? So for me personally, it would be, the most important ones would be, number one, discover and then learn. Discover what you want, the opportunities that are out there, which can be general, and then which skills and concepts are needed for that particular job that you have learned, an opportunity. The one that is highly untapped, I would say, number one, growth and strategy. Okay? Because we get to a point where for you to grow, you have to have a particular strategy, which comes from what feedback you have gotten throughout your work, your studies, and everything. If you don't have a strategy to move on, you will stay like this. But life should be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. That's how your life should be. Never like this. It can never be like this. That is the perfect one. The growth should... everybody wants a growth curve like... whew, but then everybody is afraid of dropping down. But what this does, it makes you go back to learn. And then grow. And then perform. And then perform. And then you get to a place where now I need to become maybe higher. So I need to apply for a better job. Then you go and discover again. Understand? So these are the two places where I feel which are most untapped and we can actually choose to grow from. If you go from number 7, how can you grow using AI? Another interesting question. And as we've said here, growth basically means feedback and strategy. So collecting all the feedback from all the things that you have done, all the practices that you've put out there, any paper that you've ever written, all your examinations that you've ever done, you get feedback, even from your friends. What kind of person are you? Are you very silent? Are you shy? Or do you talk too much? Are you abusive? Are you arrogant? Are you a bully? You know, are you compassionate? Are you fast at writing? Are you slow at writing? Do you do well with teamwork? This is feedback, isn't it so? So you collect all this feedback through all the experiences that you've had in life. And then after that, you create a strategy, which chat can do. So you can tell chat like this, or whichever AI tool that you use. So I have this particular feedback that I've received maybe from my friends, my teachers, and my colleagues. You give them these particular things like the ones that I've said. I'm good at teamwork. Maybe I can improve in my social work, my social communication. I lack leadership qualities, or I have good leadership qualities, things like this. You give it all the feedback that you've received. And then you tell it, please, you're my life coach, my career coach. Create for me a 90-day strategic plan that can help me improve on this particular feedback. Boom. Type it there, send it, you get your output, okay? Then we can answer this particular question, number 7. Anybody has a question there? Clarification? Okay, let's move on to number 8. How can we use AI as a tool to help us, but also fight against unemployment caused by the use of it? Very intelligent question, ladies and gentlemen. How can we use AI as a tool to help us, but also fight against unemployment caused by the use of it? So as we said, 92 million of jobs will be displaced by AI, okay? But do not be stressful about it. The way that you can use AI to help you fight unemployment is by learning how to use it, is by understanding it so well that you can teach it to other people. You see, like, I can be here in front of you and speak about AI, not because I am the most informed about it, not because I am the most intelligent AI user ever, no. It's because I love to use it. And I have discovered how to use it. And I'm learning every other single day how to use it. Even just by being in front of you here, I'm learning more how to use it by the things that I'm saying also, and the questions that are coming out. So the only way that you can fight this and help you is by learning how to use AI, becoming a smart AI user. That would be the answer for question number 8. Number 9, how can students turn AI from tools they use every day into an opportunity for the future? I think we touched upon this as well. How can you guys use it from everyday tool in your schoolwork, talking to friends, you know, finding the next best music, the next best movie, and how you can use it for your career and opportunity goals? We'll go back again to slide number 5. AI can support you at every single stage of your career journey. You'll start with discover. What do you want it for? Learn, apply, perform, grow. And the loop goes back. That is the loop that can help you turn it from an everyday tool to something that will help you into your career opportunities. And also by being so creative that the questions you ask it, because like one thing that I like about my use with AI is that it makes me a smarter person in the way that I think, in the questions that I ask. Because this is the smartest thing that you can ever use out here in the world, isn't it so? It is so smart that it has knowledge from a couple thousand years ago. That's a lot of knowledge. So think about it like that. You're talking to the smartest person that you can ever be with in front of you. So the only way to be able to talk to a smart person is by being able to ask him the right questions, and smart questions also. So it will challenge you on what kind of questions are you going to ask. So you just don't ask hanky-panky questions, okay? You ask informed questions, questions that have weight, okay? So that it doesn't just become I'm using chat just because it's smart. No, because I am smart, I can use chat, I can use Gemini, I can use Google Translate and other AI tools, okay? So it starts with you guys. You guys have to be so smart that you challenge it, that you ask it such informed questions that the answer it gives you, it's boom. Okay? Let's go to number 10 and the last question here. How can young people use AI to create businesses instead of only looking for jobs? I think this question is a good one. Because I think we are all, you know, the reason why we have unemployment is because everybody's looking for a job. We don't have enough jobs for everybody. So when I hear somebody say, I want to be a businesswoman, I'm happy about that. But now, that also becomes a problem. And you'll ask me why. Why does wanting to become a businesswoman, businessman become a problem? It becomes a problem because what kind of business do you want to open? You know? What kind of problem is it coming to solve? Because we have the solution. The solution is opening a business for selling shoes or bags or goats and chickens and mangoes. But what solution is it coming to provide? What problem is it coming to solve? We have the solution in mind, which is opening that business, but what problem are you coming to solve? Is there a problem with handbags that people can't get them? you know, because there's so many handbag shops in town, isn't it so? But what would be the problem there? I would think maybe the problem is accessing those handbags. I don't want to go to the shop. I want to sit at home, find it online, and pay for it. It comes to my house. Okay? Maybe another problem would be choosing. Okay? So you can make it an easier thing. You can create, using AI, an automated program that says, if you put here, maybe say the clothes that you have, we can find for you the best bag. You can say, I have blue shirt, blue blouse, black pants, and brown shoes. It will take that information, generate for you an output, and give you an answer. You should use a green bag or a brown bag. And this is the brown bags that we have in collection, and this is the price range. You see there, you have solved a problem. You've not just provided a solution, but you have solved a problem. You understand this? So this is how you can use AI to create jobs, businesses, instead of looking for jobs. By being so specific at what you want to do and what problem. So finding, we are, as I said before, and we said it again, let's say it again, we are problem finders.
We are problem finders.
That's exactly who you are. You're a problem finder. So keep on finding problems that are there in the world, and that's the only way you can fight against unemployment, because you guys are the ones who will be employing people now. We're how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are 12 people in this class, including me. Isn't it so? Yes? Including me, so 13. Yeah. So 12 plus 13. So thank you for that, Mr. Mathematician. We have a mathematician in the class, everybody. So if we continue deeply looking for the problems that we have, man, this fight will be so easy. Because you'll not just be thinking, I want to finish school and then go and apply for a job. You will be the job. Can we say that once we are done with this education stuff, but education will never end, but once you finish university or even high school, you will have a plan. It starts from now, from this particular class. You will leave here thinking, how can I use this AI to create a business? Isn't it so? Which you're going to do with the mango business that we're going to do right now as a prompt. Okay? So I think we have answered these questions, and anybody else has anything to add for a question? No, what time do we have there? 11:52. Oh. Okay, so what we'll do here, because I think our time is almost up. It's been, and I have so many slides to go. But what we'll do is, I'll cut these slides into short, okay? And what we're going to do now is a live demonstration, okay, of like a career roadmap. And we'll just do a short live demonstration, and then I'll move on to a couple of other slides later. Okay, I know which ones I will do. So, let's move, just give me a minute. So here is where we were. Now we move on to, as a live demonstration, yeah? So how to turn vague ambition into a 6-month career roadmap. I think this is an interesting one for you guys. So vague ambition is like, I want to become a data analyst, or I want to be a chicken farmer, or a mango farmer. You know, it feels big. But watch what happens when we add context and ask for a realistic 6-month roadmap, okay? So let me run this prompt, and we'll use the one that you just mentioned for a mango farmer, yes? So it's for a mango farmer, yeah? Okay, what context would we put there? Hey chat, I would like you to create for me used across many sectors. So it brings us this. So I like to use voice chat as well. So absolutely, I'll structure it as an investment-ready, neutral business plan rather than a simple farming proposal. And it'll go and look at, it'll get citations from different places, you know, so all of this kind of stuff. And then it'll bring us a proper business plan. But again, you remember what we said? Number one is the context. I gave it a good context. Business plan for a mango farming. I'm based in Rwanda, now I'm giving it context. I'm based in Rwanda, located in Eastern Province, and then I give it the parameters. I'd like to sell to big companies, restaurants, hotels, cafes, NGOs in the local market. So it knows where to frame my business plan. So it just won't go to everybody, okay? And then from there, what format do I want it to be like? I want to come out as a business professional plan that I can use across many sectors. And then this is what it brings you. It is really informed. And also this one, I'll share it with you guys after we're done with all of this. All of this will be in part of the takeaways, okay? Then they'll be able to share it with you. So you see, it brings a lot of stuff. It's highly intelligent. But then now I want us to now put in a simple one, where I say, create for me a business proposal for mango farming. You see, it's not yet even done creating it. It's a long one. It's deep. Okay? Hey chat, create a business proposal for mango farming. Let's see what it tells us. Excuse me, guys, let me just charge this. Let me use this one. Hey chat, create for me a business plan for mango farming. Okay, as it builds that one, it's gonna basically what's gonna happen. I'm just having a small issue with the internet, but basically what's gonna happen in here is that it will create something that is very different. One is gonna be, as you've seen, it was super detailed, like this one that we had here. It has up to 20 in the appendix, which is pretty, actually 30. So that's very, very, very detailed. And you'll find the other one will not be as detailed as this one, depending on the kind of prompts that you put in, okay? So, in this particular kind of question like here, one thing that you should think about is what would you change? You know, if you are looking for a career in marketing, something like cybersecurity or software development, what would you change there? And it's only the specific things. Instead of saying, build me a business plan for mango farming, you'd say, build me a business plan for a software development company. Okay? So, but the format remains the same, CTCF. Always remember that. Context. Let's say it again.
Context, tasks, constraints, format.
Boom. Once you have that, your life becomes so much easier, okay? So this roadmap helps you prepare for an actual opportunity. But when the opportunity already exists, the job description itself becomes your guide, or the context that you have already becomes a guide, okay? So I will not, these other live demos, because of time constraints, you'll still have them, but we've really spoken about all of these particular things. It's just demonstrations, so we're not missing out on anything. Otherwise, you'll still have them as a takeaway home. You guys, it will be sent to your WhatsApps if you have it. You guys on WhatsApp as well, all of you? So it will be shared with you. I believe you're on the Talent Match group. Maybe they might share that with you as well, but there will be a place where they will share with you all this information, okay? So no stress about that. Slide number 12. Yes. So, if you look at human judgment at AI speed, just as we finish up, I think we're just going to take maybe like 10 more minutes and we finish up, okay? AI is excellent at speed, patterns, fast drafts, and repetition, okay? The human, again, remains essential for judgment, empathy, ethics, and ownership. These are the things that that are your work when you're working with AI. This one, AI will do it for you. Okay? So, AI can draft a response to an angry customer, but you still have to decide what tone to use when you're giving it. Are you going to be quiet, slow, fast, happy, sad? You're the one who decides that because you're the human. So AI will teach you all of the things and help you do all of these other things, but it is you to decide how to deliver it. Like, it helped me build this, but I'm going to deliver it with the speed, accuracy, and give examples, make you guys laugh or smile or whatever. This kind of things. It's up to me now. Okay. So as we move on, ownership also means protecting your reputation. So here are 4 rules I want you guys to remember. The main 4 rules, if you're ever going to take away anything from this room today, I want you guys to remember these 4 rules. Very important rules. Number 1, verify. Because AI can sound super confident, but it will still be very wrong. Okay? Super important. It will sound as confident as possible because the words are amazing and everything else, blah, 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 but it will be super super wrong. So you have to check important facts, important numbers, important claims. You see, like the ones that I gave you of 170 million, 92 million, and 39%, I had to go back and verify that. So these ones are general numbers. They speak to a broad spectrum of sectors, and they change depending on Rachiri. And they change depending on sector-specific questions, okay? So nothing is ever written in stone, apart from your name. But even your name can change. So everything that you check and you do with AI, you have to check and verify. Number 2, protect. What are we protecting? Do not paste passwords, client data, or confidential information. OPI, other people's information, very important. Even your own. Know when you need to put it, and like I can put maybe say my email address because it's going to be on for a CV or something like this, but I won't put my password for my email address. I won't put other things that will involve a company, like their PIN numbers and such things like this. So you have to be able to protect, even yourself. If you don't put names, maybe say you're writing a paper, like an article, ask the person who you're writing it about. Maybe say I had an interview with you. I will ask you, can I put your name there? Otherwise, you might read the article 1 week later and be like, hey, this guy quoted me and said I said this and this and this. And it becomes bad for your work. So you have to be able to verify and protect. The third one is be honest. Never invent, and this one is mainly in like CVs and like, you know, things like, mostly CVs, I would say. Never invent qualifications, results, or experience. Because in the end, the truth will come out. If you didn't go to this particular school and you said you went to Harvard University, they'll go and check. The database is there, they'll go and check, they'll say you didn't go there. Don't invent experience. Don't say that I worked for this company for this long time when you did not do that. Okay? Be as open as you can be, and talk to chat and tell it, do not invent any information, but don't represent me. But don't misrepresent me and put me lower. Make sure that you use the best information that I've given you to bring me out in the best of light. CTCF. Give it good context, give it a good task, and it will not. And then the fourth one, and the most important one again, stay human. Use AI to improve your thinking, but not to replace it. This one, I cannot stress it enough. Use AI to improve your thinking, but not replace it. And the rule of thumb is never submit an AI output you cannot explain, defend, or verify. Do you understand this one? Yeah? Anybody need explanation on that one? No. You have to stand by it, explain it, and verify. If you've put 5%, it needs to be verified. And you can defend that one, and you can explain why is it 5%. Okay? Such things like this. So I think we've had a really, really good session today. Yes?
Yes.
So just because of time as well, I'd like us to move a little bit forward. And I'll close it with this. I'll close it with the 30-day challenge, which you guys will do. You can write it down, and you'll also have it here. So do not measure success by how many hours you spend talking to AI. That is not success. Measure it by what you can do in something like 30 days. You know? So in 30 days, would you have explored new ideas? Would you have learned new ideas? Would you have built new systems? And can those systems be applied? Okay? So here I want to encourage specific proof. So if you want to create a project, I want there to be proof. And you can post it anywhere on the group that you guys will be added upon. You can share it with each other, because you'll have this and you guys will compare yourself up. It's just a project I'm giving to you for you to focus on after you leave here, that can help you build something for the future, isn't it so? So I want you to be able to say, what will they be able to see at the end of 30 days that proves progress? So if it is like that idea of the mango farming, or if it's a chicken farming project, if it's a business for shoes, you can come together with the two of you because you guys had similar businesses, and you create a 30-day project. If we start today by exploring new ideas, learning new ideas, building this project together and applying it, before you know it, you're at, what do they call it, Jasiri, or these programs that give businesses money, you know? And before you know it, you're opening your first Uzuri. You know Uzuri K? That's how it started. You know Uzuri K, the one that sells the sandals? Yeah. These sandals that are made from rubber tires. He said that from something like this, building a project slowly. So in 30 days, what can you have done in 30 days? Today we are on day number, which day are we on? 27. So if you can say from maybe say the 29th, or even from the 1st of September until the end of September, what can I have done in those 30 days? Just here in this room, or in the rooms that are listening to us, what can I have done in those 30 days using AI to build something that has proof? Thinking smart, isn't it so? Okay, fantastic. And that is the challenge I want to leave you guys with. And the final message pretty simple. Build with AI. Think for yourself. That is my main message for today, really. Build with AI, but think for yourself. Like that 1 minute question I asked you guys, you could have asked chat that question. It would have thought for you. But what I want you guys is to keep that creativity going. Keep those creative juices going. Don't let chat own your whole life. Let it be part of your life, okay? Own the outcome completely. Let it be yours. Let you go into a room and say, what I developed here came from me. This was my assistant to create the slides and all of these things. Could I have done this work on my own without using ChatGPT? Yes. Would it have taken me a little bit longer? Yes. This one, quick. But I know everything that is in these slides, everything, all this information, I have it in the back of my mind, okay? So own the outcome. Because the future of your careers is not something that you want to wait for. You know, it's not something that you want to give to somebody else to take care of, isn't it so? You want to really own this. This is your career, this is your life. These are your children who are going to come, your husband. You're going to pay for your parents once you're out of their house, isn't it so? So you want to be able to own this outcome and your future. It's something you have to prepare for, okay? So your advantage, honestly, is not to access AI. Yes? Your advantage is what you learn to do with it. The advantage of this bottle of water is not the water that is inside. The advantage of it is it's giving it to somebody who knows how to open the bottle and drink it on a hot summer day like today, isn't it so? That is the purpose. Okay? So we have covered a lot today. And I can open up questions if anybody has any. Does anybody else have a question here today? So right now I want to open it up to just a few questions and then we can close it. So let's make this time a little bit useful for the questions. Please, let's go.
Thank you. So my question is, can't AI be an addiction? Yeah.
It's a good question, isn't it, yeah? A doom scrolling partner. We understand this. AI, like any tool, like any technology created, can become an addiction. 100%. You can, and this one comes in when you start, when it replaces the human activities. When it replaces, instead of you going and choosing your own clothes every day, you give it the task. It will become addictive. You will stop going to the closet to look for your own clothes. I've witnessed it myself. You know, when you start using it for every assignment or for every presentation or email that you're writing, even messages to your parents, to your partners, to your business partners, you can replace you yourself thinking, let me write this short message, 5 lines, and you'll go and tell chat, hey, please, I'm writing to somebody, please write for me a message. It becomes addictive. Now, how do you balance that, the use of it from it becoming addictive? It is by knowing that it was not created by you, it was created for you. So you can either choose to use it completely to govern your life, or you can use it to assist your life. It is just like Instagram, you know. Is it governing your life? Is it controlling your life, or are you controlling it? Because the algorithms that are put in Instagram, they're there to help you out also with your daily life living, or the things that you like. But sometimes you find you're just scrolling and liking on every picture. So you don't even have an algorithm that somebody can look and say, oh, this person likes to travel, this person likes shoes, this person likes clothes, and this person likes cars. But you just have everything. You have food, you have clothes, you have cars, you have dogs, you have boom, you have boom, you have boom. So it's not a matter of focus on what you want, then let it assist you, but don't just use it to replace your whole life, your whole thinking. So remain human still. It comes back to that question, to that answer. Remain human as possible. And then you can fight the addiction with that, by remaining human. Yes, please, the next question.
At the start of the session, you told us that core skills are changing, and that by 2030, the core skills that we have now will not be the same by then. It's a matter of 4 years, and there's still other years after that.
Yes.
We are studying, and the teachers and other people who foresee us and oversee us for what we want give us advice and tell us that what we're studying will help us to make our future more brilliant. But if the skills that we're learning today will change in the future to come, then is it really worth it, this time that we are giving studies?
Wow. Guys, I know this is this question, it runs in everybody's mind, yeah? Like, I'm studying in school, then what is all this about, you know? Here is it's not a simple answer, really. There's no simple answer to that question, because it's a very delicate and multifaceted question, because it speaks to, is the information that we're having in school currently right now going to be valid in 5 years? Or is it going to be important? Am I just wasting my time learning about algebra when I'll not be able to apply it in my career? You know? And my answer usually comes in this way, because I also thought about that when I was in school and then after school. So what happens is this. The current things that you're learning right now in school, high school, primary school, it's repetitive things, isn't it so? And it seems like things you not apply. Maybe say, if I want to become a software developer, where does history come in? Where does biology come in? So what is it teaching you really? It is teaching you how to think outside the box. What you're learning right now is outside the box thinking. It is, it's like worldwide learning. If you're learning about algebra, it's going to teach you how to put complex tasks together. It's a complex thing, isn't it so? So the things that you're learning right now might not be applied directly in your future life, but indirectly it will come in there. If you're maybe CRE is Christian Religious Education. I'm going to be a software developer. Nobody's going to ask me about Jesus. But there's lessons in the religious education that will apply. You will need ethics how to have integrity, isn't it so? It is taught in the Bible and all these things. Be truthful, don't lie. You know, if you're going to create systems that help people but don't hurt people. If you're going to be in sales, same thing. Don't go sell something to somebody that they will not be needed to use just because they can give you money. Ethics, things like this. So all the things that you're learning right now might not be, I know that many of the things that I learned in school, because I did even French, but it doesn't apply to me so much right now, you know. I even dropped it. Understand? History. It just teaches you about people. You learn about the French, you learn about the Europeans, you learn about people from America. Because in your work career, as you grow, as you come and develop yourselves, business owners, CEOs, managers, and such, you will be on the same table, in the same rooms with people from different places of the world, okay? So this kind of like, that history lesson, it will teach you about those people. If you remember it, you remember, okay, these guys were not colonized, so maybe that's the reason why they are not like this, or they are like this, or they are like this. Small things like those. Now it comes now to specialization. That's why now you'll go into university. You'll not be learning about CRE anymore, or algorithms, if you want to do sales and marketing. You'll go and specifically learn about sales and marketing, economics, and all those things that are particularly involved in that. So right now what you're doing is just general studies to make you sharper, to make you think outside the box, connect different dots, put them together in one place. That's exactly what you're doing. I really love that question. And I'm going to think about it even more so that when somebody else asks me in another session, I'll have even a deeper answer to ask. You guys should also think about that one too. I know you all think about it, but the way you put it, I really appreciate it. And thank you very much for it.
Okay.
Yes. Does anybody else have a question? Or a comment? Because we are finished right now. There's somebody who asked me, I'll just give you two small questions, yeah? Can AI make money for me? Do you think so? 100% yes?
Yes.
If you do this business plan properly, it'll give you a place to make money. There's a friend of mine who's doing translation for, he's still in campus. He's doing translation for Amazon, from English to Kinyarwanda and vice versa. And he's making money. He's making what? Sometimes $600, euros, 1,000 euros, depending on the project that is given. But he's living at my house. He's my Mukozi. And he's sometimes in a month he can make more money than I do. Translating, Gusa. So it can make you money. They ask, which is the best AI? This is a good question to ask. I say AI depends on who you are first and foremost and what you're trying to do with the AI. Simple answer. Can AI write my whole CV? Yes, it can write your whole CV. But the question is, have you given it the right information to write for your whole CV? Okay? How do I know an answer is true? Verify. If it gives you an answer, ask it, where did you get this answer from? Which sources did you use? Verify, okay? Always be questioning why? Will employers know I used AI? Will teachers know I used AI? Yes. It is very possible. Yes, it is very possible. But then now here comes the trick I told you about. It's not a trick, it's just a way to use AI. AI makes it better for you, isn't it? It creates a paper easier for you, brings answers easier for you. But then now it is up to you to verify and then also use your own language. So instead of using just King language, use Prince language. If teacher knows that this is how you speak, this is how you write, change it. Read the whole paper again fully and then use your own words in there. So you also learn what is happening in there. You know? So like there's one thing now as I finish now, because I'm fully finished. No more questions. This is a small story. So there was, in school, you guys are in school, you use AI to do your homework or stuff like this. And there was a particular time, and this was a story that I heard from the States, they were refusing people to bring answers that were done by ChatGPT AI. So there's a particular teacher who decided to do this. Instead of refusing his students, because you know, regardless of whether you refuse your students to use it, they will use it. Because I have it at home and I don't want to start thinking on my own all the time. So I will use chat to create out. So what you decide to do is, I am going to allow all of you to use whatever AI tool you want to use for these particular assignments and blah, blah, blah. And when you come to class, what we'll do is, all of you guys will have a presentation, and then because it is AI generated, we'll use that information that AI generated to learn. So instead of refusing people the opportunity to bring them, he used it as an opportunity to learn deeper. Because you'll create a paper which will be different maybe from hers, of the same question. We'll discuss both of them and we'll see which one is better. That's how it's supposed to be done personally. Spirit of collaboration, as I always say. Yes? So, as I close now, thank you so much, guys, for being part of this. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your engagement. I appreciate the questions asked, the ideas shared. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out there in the workforce in a few years to come. As you said, it's only 4 years till 2030. I hope you guys won't be replaced by AI. Eh? Yes?
Yeah.
I hope you guys will be using AI to conquer the universe and conquer the world. Isn't it so? So in that, with those few words that I've said, I'd like to say thank you very much. Yes? And that one is an ending to a beautiful day. So you guys are going back to school now.